One of the implications of higher interest rates and greater mortgage regulation is likely to be a continued reduction in levels of owner occupation and an increase in levels of private renting across the UK. Overall, we expect the number of mortgaged homeowners to fall by 200,000 across England and Wales over the next 5 years, in what is a mature housing market that's expensive relative to people's income. On the flip side, we expect the number of private renters to rise by a further 1.2 million. The biggest impact is expected where the head of household is under 35. We're forecasting that the number of homeowners in this category will fall by over 500,000 to just 16% of all households, with a corresponding rise in levels of private renting. This is likely to feed up into the 35 to 49-year-old age group, where we expect levels of private renting to rise by over 31%, equivalent to 483,000 households. Again, this is likely to be at the expense of home ownership, which we expect to contract by 275,000 households in this age group, although it will remain the dominant tenure group. By contrast, we expect levels of home ownership to continue to rise amongst the over 50s. An increase of nearly 600,000 homeowners in this age bracket reflects both an ageing population and the knock-on impact of the growth in home ownership in the second half of the 20th century. Regionally, the shift is likely to be most noticeable in London, where the private rented sector is forecast to account for 36% of all households by the end of 2019. This shift in the way we occupy property will widen the generation gap in housing. For individuals, it will place greater emphasis on downsizing and the passing of wealth from older to younger generations to help people get on or move up the housing ladder. It will mean that people will be renting for longer and putting more money aside to build up a deposit when the time is right for them to enter the housing market. It will also present more opportunities for investors. However, the biggest challenge will be to deliver new housing to meet the demands of private renters. That will require a refocusing of government policy and a response from house builders.